Have you ever thought about how some people can take control of a room without saying anything? What if I told you that the solution is as simple but powerful as eye contact? Today we're exploring the power of eye contact to manipulate. In this video, you'll find out exactly why it works and realize practical steps you can take to influence people as never before. So do not miss the video and watch till the end. Before we get started, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell to uncover more secrets of the hidden art of influence and dark psychology. Consider the last time someone looked at you in a way that made you feel agitated or curious. Yes, share in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. This video will go through in 4 segments, so you will get this whole concept in simple way. Section 1. Types of eye contact and their effects. Number 1. The intense stare. The intense stare is just prolonged, unwavering eye contact. It is used by leaders and negotiators, and even predators in the animal kingdom, to exert authority. For example, think about job interviews. Having an interviewer look directly at you as they ask a question can be like being under a spotlight. Use this method to convey confidence, but pull back enough that you don't make the other person feel scared to talk. Tips to practice. Start off with mirror practice. Can you maintain your gaze for 30 seconds? Keep gradually increasing the duration to this relaxed-looking facial appearance. Number 2. The flickering gaze. This is the art of looking away and returning your gaze strategically. It's about generating intrigue and suspense. For example, visualize that you're together in a casual chat. You watch the person while they're talking, and then check your phone for half a second, only to look back into their eyes again. This is a subtle little movement that keeps the other person wondering what they are thinking. It's a way to stay in control of the interaction. The next time you find yourself in a group conversation, try this. Observe how people unstoppably then compete for your attention. Number 3. The prolonged soft look. This one's all about warmth. Consider it a means of establishing trust. Your look should be firm for sure, but soft, as if you are really listening to the other party. Example: counselors and therapists use this kind of eye contact so their clients feel safe and that they feel heard. You can leverage it similarly to win someone's trust, personally, professionally. Pro tip: combine this with a slight nod or verbal affirmations, "I see," or "that makes sense." This amplifies the effect. Psychological triggers, triggered by eye contact. Number 1. Dopamine release. You may have heard this word before. If someone locks eyes with you, it can trigger a flood of dopamine, a chemical that is linked with pleasure and reward. For example, and this is why first dates can be a succession of long stares. It's not only about attraction, it's about building a chemical bond that causes the other person to link you with positive feelings. See if you can hold eye contact with a person you like for even a couple seconds longer than you normally would. Observe how they react. A smile or blush will often be noticeable. That's dopamine in action. Number 2. Higher activation of mirror neurons. It's simple. A mirror neuron is something that lets us feel what others are feeling. When you maintain eye contact, the neurons on your end fire, causing the other person to subconsciously align with your feelings or desires. For example, if you smile and link eyes, the person will most likely smile back. A serious gaze, on the other hand, can make them feel tense or uncertain. Leverage this in negotiations. Smile when asking to seem more personable. In confrontations, use a fixed but neutral gaze to put across authority. Number 3. The illusion of truth. Interesting fact: making eye contact will make even a lie more believable. For example, in experiments, listeners were likelier to believe a speaker who held steady eye contact, even when told afterward that the speaker was lying. Ethical warning: While this is a useful tool, it needs to be used responsibly. Messing with someone's sense of truth can have dire consequences. Part 3. Using eye contact as a manipulative tool. Number 1. The silent command. This approach works extremely well when there's no need to orient with words, or when words could even undermine your authority. Example, like a teacher quietening a rowdy class with a glance. The same philosophy works in normal life. A timely, steady stare commands attention and respect without a word. Interactive exercise. Next time you're in a meeting, try this. Look someone in the eye who's speaking, and then slowly nod. Notice how they will instinctively begin to point their fingers at you. The triangular gaze. Moving your eyes from one person's eyes to their forehead, then to their lips, creates a trance-like effect. For example, this is a similar technique used in sales pitches, romantic settings, and so forth to deepen the connection. It quietly communicates that you're closely tuned in to what they're saying and how they may be feeling while saying it. Practice using this in casual conversations, says Heller. You'll see that that person gets more engaged with you. Number 3. The hidden challenge. In tense moments, steady eye contact can be a mute form of psychological warfare. Example, think if you were debating someone. By not flinching and just holding their gaze, you are projecting confidence, which can throw the other person off, even if their argument is sound. Pro tip, add a slight head tilt or eyebrow raise for high comedy. Section 4. Ethical considerations. Eye contact is a tool, one that can be used for good and for bad. But for years to come, manipulating someone to meet your own needs can have long-lasting consequences for them and for you. Examples of ethical use: cultivating trust in professional relationships, promoting open communication in other relationships. Consider what we have learned today and be responsible with that. Use these techniques to empower and influence, but never to harm. Eye contact is not just about manipulation, it's about human psychology to the core. If you practice, you can use this tool to engage, persuade, and establish a deeper connection.